Thinking about moving to the Mid-Willamette Valley here in Oregon, and you're wondering what it's like to take a day trip to Newport? Well, yes, today we are going to go from Corvallis to Newport, see some of our favorite places, and give you a video guide. Thanks for checking out the Oregon Relocation Guides channel. Today's Oregon outing is all about Newport. All right, folks, I'm Michael Krasilovsky with Team K Realty out of RE/MAX in Corvallis. We run the Oregon Relocation Guides channel, and we're going to hop into a day trip in Newport. Let's go. All right, so it is a late July, beautiful sunny day here in Corvallis, here in the Mid-Valley, and it's going to be about 80 or 85 degrees, and so we decided today that we would go get 20 degrees difference and go to Newport. So even on a bright, hot, sunny day, always bring your hat and warm weather gear or cold weather gear, whatever the case may be, because it's going to be different on the coast. From Corvallis to Newport, it's about a 45-minute to an hour drive, and as we got into town, we stumbled upon this really neat custom woodworking vendor, and we had a great time talking with him. We bought a planter and a bench, as you can see, that was getting loaded into our Realtor Mobile, along with some end tables. It was super neat getting to talk with him, and his stuff has been really high quality, and we've been enjoying it ever since. So check that out. Great engineering. Few minutes down the road, we got to our usual stomping grounds over at Nye Beach. When we get to Nye Beach, you always look for that archway, turn in, go through that archway, and then there is a parking lot right by the beach. It's super fun to just get to walk around on the beach. There's always people hanging out, throwing sticks for their dogs, flying kites. I think there's a guy here like playing with a radio control car, as you can see in a moment. It's a beautiful day, beautiful summer day, and that's the fun part about going to Newport from the Mid-Valley, is it always ends up being a little bit cooler, less allergies if it's the summertime, and just a change of pace. Few minutes from Nye Beach, or rather, actually right there, come to think of it, Newport Visual Arts Center, they were closed. It was under construction when we went that day. Still wanted to show it to you. It's a great art gallery. Don't miss the upstairs. Then we went to one of our favorite places, the Yaquina Art Association gallery, which is right on the beach. You can sometimes see whales spout off in the distance from this art gallery's windows. Talk to the people that are there. This building, this association has amazing stories. It's an institution that's been there forever, and they have work on display and gifts on display from lots of local artists. It's just a really cool place to check out and support. We've gotten some great pieces from them. Right up the street from the parking lot is the Chowder Bowl at Nye Beach. My great friend Bob introduced me to the Chowder Bowl years ago when we were brand new Oregonians. It is still one of our favorite places. Whenever we go to Newport, we like to walk around on the beach, walk around the art galleries, and then go to the Chowder Bowl. You work up an appetite. This is their clam chowder. We love it. It's our favorite. But they've also got wonderful just seafood dishes in general. Love their, I think that's their shrimp cocktail, actually, that huge thing. I love their fish tacos, which I'll show you in a second. And their salads are monstrous and delicious. Love this place. It is one of our favorites. We usually walk around for a bit, go to the Chowder Bowl for lunch, walk around some more, those are those salads, walk around some more, work up an appetite, and then go to the Old Bayfront for dinner, as we'll show you. So right up the street from the Chowder Bowl is the Sylvia Beach Hotel. This place is amazing. It is an author-themed motel. There's the art gallery is down the street. The Table of Contents restaurant is not going to disappoint. You'll meet some incredible people if you go to dinner there or have breakfast there if you stay at the hotel. And they've got various themed rooms. I gotta tell you, go check this place out even if you're not staying there, just while you're visiting. It's a gorgeous place to have on your radar. They've got a library up top that will show you, and all the author-themed rooms, if they're being cleaned and not occupied, will be open. You can check them out and see them for yourself, like the Steinbeck room here. I need to read Steinbeck, apparently. I don't know what the story is with those frogs. Very well read in real estate negotiations, though. So this is just such a fun place. My wife and I love staying here. We've had some great times staying here, getting dinner at the Table of Contents, meeting new incredible people. I think we even sat with a former senator for the state of Oregon once, and they serve things family style, so you really get to socialize and engage with the rest of the people. Do check out the cat. Look for this cat. It's very well known in the book hotel in the library upstairs. Here's the library upstairs. This is the 3rd or 4th floor, whatever the case may be. Great quiet place to just go sit by the fire, read a book, look out these windows, be whale spotting, or watch the sunset over the water. They've got a ton of board games there, and they also have nightly spiced wine, and occasionally, I think, maybe cookies and other light snacks. Gotta check this place out. We've really enjoyed playing games up there and just reading, which is not something that I get to do that much. So, really, really cool place. If you're looking for something more conventional and less author-themed, there's plenty of other options. This one is just truly special. They also have some kind of association with the Performing Arts Center. I think sometimes if there's shows the same night you're staying, they'll be able to hook you up with tickets even sometimes. Love this co-op gallery, For Art's Sake Gallery, right up the street from Nye Beach. Lots of local artists. They always have a local artist like operating the place, and it's super fun. We love going to this place. I look at their little paintings all the time. They have an artist that does these little paintings. We'll show you in a moment. There you go. And not even on this trip, but the next trip after, I finally take the plunge and buy this little great white shark painting. I hope I can find a place to put it on my wall. But back to the gallery, you gotta check them out. Love this place. And there's some other wonderful local shops and galleries right there. From there, we get our steps in at the Oregon Coast Aquarium. Now, the Oregon Coast Aquarium is a wonderful place to have access to here. I gotta tell you, I love aquariums. I have a fisheries background, and this is a lovely aquarium, especially for the size of Newport, meaning that considering how small the community of Newport is, this is a great facility to have. This is truly a gem. We're very proud members of this place. We love going here. Keep in mind that they have rotating exhibits too, so sometimes depending on when you go, like if you go in January or February, the inside exhibits will be partially closed because they'll be reconfiguring like half the building to put in a new exhibit that'll start in the spring and summertime. But they've just got great displays, lots of wonderful information, some very happy and very grumpy fish sometimes to see there. They have some great touch tanks. They're always improving the facilities, and they have lots of volunteers that are super helpful and super knowledgeable. Look at that crab. I mean, oh gosh. I love going here and then getting seafood afterwards. Am I a bad person for saying that? No, love it though. This place is super fun. And if you're into photography, you can get some really fun shots, even though this is not taken with a professional video setup or anything, as you can see. So they do have some tropical tanks. You know, you got your Nemo and Dories and stuff like that. But then they've also got some wonderful displays outside. Oh, love this bat ray. The bat rays are super cute. All right, I'm getting sidetracked. Touch tank. If you've watched the Philomath driving tour, you recognize those fingers. And they've also got some great facilities outside, too, which we'll show you. Their jellyfish are pretty cool and make for great wallpapers on your phone screen if you get a good picture. Getting into the aviary outside, they've got like a little bird airlock here, so you go through, close one, then open the other. And they've got auks and penguin. I messed it up. Auks and puffins, not penguins, because that's what we have on the northern hemisphere. So they've got tufted puffins and auks, really gorgeous birds with a lot of personality. You'll often see them diving around, going for fish, or just kind of splashing around, preening themselves, cleaning themselves, and playing in the water. It's really fun, and they always have, again, really well-seasoned volunteers talking to you about like what's going on and what birds are doing what and who's in breeding plumage, and it's just such a great place. That's a nice bird taking a little birdie bath there. Oh, look at you and your orange beak. See, there we go. Auks live here, penguins live in the south. Moving on from the outdoor exhibits, we've got the giant Pacific octopus, which sometimes is hard to find. Today was putting on a show, though. Put in the comments below, what would you like to name this octopus? The seals and sea lions put on a great display, as do the otters, although I'm not sure if we got any good shots of the otters on this one. And then the passages of the deep, this is iconic. Love spending some time in here. you're going to probably want, I'm going to say, at least a couple of hours to go check out the aquarium. In the Passages of the Deep, this is where you've got these immersive tubes where you can walk through the exhibit, and it's just so relaxing to just sit on the kind of bench there inside the tubes and just watch the fish swim by. In this one, we've got a bunch of kind of normal, like arm-sized fish. Then you're also going to see, if I recall correctly, I think some sturgeon, some halibut in these, and then we'll get to a shark tank. Got some good kelp on display there. There's a sturgeon back there. So in my fisheries background, and a halibut. In my fisheries background, we used to, in Florida, be connected with an aquaculture facility that farmed sturgeon. They are incredible fish. They are so neat to see, and I hope it's okay to say, it's on my own channel, they're amazing to eat. There was a time that they fed us sturgeon out of an aquaculture facility, not just the caviar. They were amazing. This is the shark tank, the shark reef, and there are some great sharks in here. It is so cool to see these. I'm pretty sure that you can rent out this facility and stay overnight. I don't know what that costs, but you might want to look into it. And thank you for the reminder, Cody, on the editing side of things. Hatfield Marine Science Center is also nearby, really close by in Newport. So this is an aquarium. Hatfield is a marine science center. It's got even more information, interpretive exhibits, all kinds of stuff like that. And that is, if I recall, connected with Oregon State University. I might be wrong. Apologize if I'm misquoting that. But that's another really neat place to check out, even though we didn't happen to make it there on this one. If you're interested in Hatfield, let us know. If there's enough interest, we'll go back. We'll make another video about Hatfield. That'd be fun. For now, look at all these sharks. Got a good bait ball there. Some really cool sardines and anchovies on display in this aquarium. I think those are sardines in this one. Swimming around with their big mouths open, looking for little plankton to eat. Some great rays. Those little bat rays, if I recall correctly, were spawned in this tank. Those were the babies that were actually born in the aquarium. And the Newport Aquarium, this is also, the Oregon Coast Aquarium is famous for having captive bred wolf eels as well. And I think they still have a tank with some wolf eels that were actually spawned here. And I think that's the only time they're known to have spawned in captivity. Or at least the first. Double check me on the interpretive side. All right, as we get out of the shark area, you got a great photo opportunity with that big megalodon. So be sure to hit that up and get a good picture for your refrigerator. And then even leaving the facility, you've got some really good information and views of like the estuaries and a kid's playground. I mean, this just is a great local resource. And I say kids' playgrounds, but you know, I guess if no one's looking, if you're a 40-year-old realtor and you want to hop on the slide and then pretend to be a bird after, apparently no one stops you. Back inside, we're getting ready to go. They do have a really good cafe here, but we never seem to eat there because by the time we do this, we're interested in local ocean seafoods. We're now at the historic bayfront, the old bayfront, and local ocean is a little bit more upscale, I'm gonna say, than like the Chowder Bowl, for example. So you'll often have to park and then kind of put your name down and wait for a while, but it's outstanding. We usually go to the Chowder Bowl for lunch and local ocean for dinner. Local Ocean Seafoods has incredible seafood. They have a Dungeness crab and garlic with Parmesan bisque, very different than the clam chowder at the Chowder Bowl, and we usually get that here, and we'll show you that in a moment too. Their big plates, fish, whatever they've got, is going to be delicious, and they do have some really fun drinks and sides. There's that Dungeness crab bisque with Parmesan garlic, and don't miss that they've got a fish market there as well. And it's not even the only fish market in the historic bayfront area. It's worth walking around for a while there. So, folks, I hope this whets your appetite. It'll be fun to spend a day in Newport, and this is just an example of some of our favorite places. Be sure to check out oyster shooters there too, if you're into that. And you can bring home their Dungeness crab bisque. About 45 minutes or an hour back, and then we are in Corvallis, having had a really lovely day. All right, folks, thanks so much for checking out our channel. Again, I'm Michael Krasilovsky out of Team K Realty, and if you'd like to get in touch with myself and my team, what we actually do, of course, is help people buy and sell homes, investment properties, land, and we love being ambassadors for the Corvallis, Oregon area. So we're never too busy for you. All you've got to do to start a conversation with us is reach out, call or text. Contact information's at the end on the screen. Thanks so much, and as we say, bye for now.